What's up, everybody? Oh, I need the Wi-Fi. I need the Wi-Fi. What's up, everybody? I need the Wi-Fi, y'all. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Where y'all at? Where y'all at? What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? Where y'all at? Where y'all at? Where y'all at? Let's get started. Y'all hear all the city life, child. Where my people at? Come on. All right, y'all. So listen. Can y'all hear me? 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 I just want to make sure y'all can hear me. All right. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? All right, cool. Listen. How y'all doing today? How y'all doing today? Y'all can hear me? Okay, listen. First of all, I just got to show y'all one thing, right? Let me just show y'all a view. Let me just show y'all a view. This is what I want to show y'all. This is what I want to show y'all. I don't know who needs to hear this. I don't know who needs to feel this. I don't know who needs to know this. But manifestation is a real thing. Manifestation is a real thing. Manifestation is a real thing. Right? So look, let me show you something. We're going to write some stuff down, right? Oh, hold on. Where y'all at? Where y'all at? Where y'all at? This Wi-Fi tripping. This is Miami. So, I manifested my first apartment. So, let me tell y'all something, real talk. There's one thing that I've realized that a lot of people fail to understand when it comes to shifting your mindset to have something that you actually desire. Like, I've seen my life completely go uphill just off of the way that I started to think. A lot of people don't understand that the way that you think completely controls your life, and it determines where your life goes to. So, the one thing that I love to talk about is imagination. Hold on. I gotta get this close to y'all. Imagination. People fail to have an imagination. Can y'all see this? Okay, yeah. Let me flip this so y'all can see this. Mirror video. Right? This is the key element to truly manifesting. Hold on. You may know it as imagination. Somebody else may know it as this. Visualization, right? Listen. There's a reason why so many people say if you can see it, you can believe it. That's the problem. People feel like, oh my God, if I can see it, I can believe it. And there's two different ways that you can go about when that quote. Some people don't want to believe in something that they're manifesting until it is out into the real life, right? And that's the wrong way to go about things, because you're working from the external to the internal, meaning that you're going to wait until the outside reality looks like what it is that you want. But the truth is that you have to believe it first in order for you to see it. So this is why imagination and visualization is a key element, because it's not about seeing it in the physical first. It's about seeing it in your mental first. You get what I'm saying? So it's like you have to understand. Manifestation is a simple concept to understand. But the thing about it is that it takes consistency. People think that manifestation is just a prayer, when in reality, manifestation is similar to a prayer, but manifestation is a practice, just like prayer is a practice. You can't just manifest today and think that that'll be all you need to do. No, because guess what? When you start to manifest today, there's still a bit of your mind that has that disbelief. The bit of your mind that's having that cognitive dissonance where you're telling yourself, I'm a millionaire, I'm this, I'm successful, I'm happy, I'm this. But in your mind, you're telling yourself, no, you're not. And until you finally take that negative side of you down, that negative side of you will continue to control. So this is why it's important to understand that the all is mine. Hold on, y'all. I can't even sit down. The all is mine, right? Period. Let's talk about it. The all is mine. Too many people do not understand, dog. You're not gonna have nothing in this life until your mind is already on that page. You want physical. What too many people think is that they want the outside world to completely be everything they want. But that's not how it works. You're not going to get the six-pack without doing the work. You're not going to get the consistency without telling your mind or strengthening your mind to be productive, right? So somebody says, what if you manifest and release and not worry about it? So look, you can manifest throughout the day. You can manifest consistently and still release it. When you manifest one time, you have to be able to, first of all, continue to be consistent. You can't visualize today and then tomorrow be back on your bullshit, this is why I say you have to be consistent, because guess what? It takes time for your mindset to turn into something new. It takes time for this new mindset of yours to come in. So, for example, a lot of people do manifest and say, hey, you know what? I want to be a whole different version. And a lot of y'all need to understand that jumping a timeline and becoming a whole different version of you takes a process. So a lot of people may say, oh, okay, Sticks, well, I want to manifest a new car. I want to get this car. I want to get this car. But let me tell you something. This is why I say the all is mine, because this is why some people can go ahead and say, oh, I want this, and manifest it one time, but it won't work. But this is why I say this, because when you're manifesting something, that item or that status, that position that you want requires a new way of thinking from you. That position, that job, that new income, that new bracket requires a different version of you. For example, the poor mindset version of you wouldn't be able to handle the millionaire version of you that you're manifesting. So that's why a lot of times you go through the mental work in order for the physical to pop up. Y'all think that y'all can just say, oh, I want to be a millionaire, and a millionaire will pop up tomorrow. It's a process. That's why you go levels and levels and levels, because let me give you an example. If you was to go deep diving, you can't just go down 8 feet or however far and try to rush back up. The pressure will hurt you. So that's the same thing when it comes to leveling up. You have to inch your way up, inch your way up, inch your way up. Because if you just go from one point to the next point, you could destroy yourself because you never learned how to handle it. You can't go from Honda to Lambo. You're gonna crash the Lambo. That's just how it is. So you gotta understand, with manifestations, it easily, and it comes in at a level. It doesn't just go from boom to boom. That's not how manifestation works. Manifestation is something that slightly comes into your life and slightly changes it, and you see it to slightly change over time. Manifestations happen slightly over time. There we go. There we go. Manifestations happen over time. You know why manifestations happen over time? Manifestations happen over time because it requires a different way of thinking. It requires a different way of thinking. For example, some of y'all are manifesting, hey, I want a boyfriend, I want a wife, I want a husband, I want this. But you got to understand that, well, the universe is like, okay, well, so if you want this desired result that is at this frequency, then we have to put you through things that will get you to this way of thinking or this frequency that this is on. And I always tell people, like, your manifestation is like, think of a walkie-talkie. Me and you can both be on a walkie-talkie, but because I'm on a different channel than you're on, you're not going to hear me. That doesn't mean I'm not there. But because you're on a different wavelength, because you're on a different frequency, you're not able to understand or hear me or see me or even think that I'm there. So a lot of times the reason why some of y'all are not where you want to be is because you're not vibing at that frequency. And let me give you an example. There's a way that wealthy people view money, and there's a way that poor mindset people view money. People who are poor mindset have fear around money. Now, when you understand how low vibrational fear is, you will see what I'm talking about. So if you are understanding that money, abundance, wealth, all of that is a frequency, then you have to understand that you have to tap into that frequency. For example, think of the walkie-talkie. If you're on a walkie-talkie with me and you're trying to call up money, but you don't know what channel it's on, you're never going to get to it. So you got to get to that frequency of what is the desired version of me look like, right? Desired version. Because this is really, let me tell you how to tap into that frequency. What does the desired version of you look like? What does the desired version of you do? What are your habits? You get what I'm saying? So ask yourself, okay, if I was exactly where I wanted to be right now, what would I be doing? If I was exactly where I wanted to be right now, what would be my habits? How would I carry myself? And you'll realize that, hold on, you'll start to stand up with your back straight. You'll start to stand up with your head up, because why? You understand that the desired version of me has confidence. The desired version of me speaks up for myself. And that's how you work backwards. Working backwards to understand, okay, who am I and who do I want to be? Who do I want to look up to? And once you figure out what the final version of you looks like, not even the final version, but the desired version of you looks like, then you can work backwards. At one point in my life, I was very insecure. How do I think I would be as my desired self? I wouldn't be insecure. I'd be very confident in who I am. I'd stand up for who I am. You know what I'm saying? I speak loudly if that's uncomfortable. You got to understand that. That light, that when you walk into a room with your newfound energy, your newfound frequency, and you're walking into a room, I'm letting you know people will feel you immediately. And that's another thing. You have to understand that people will target you once you start to be that desired version of yourself. People will feel a kind of way, because guess what? If you so used to sitting on a couch and drinking Coke and not working out and not doing what you're supposed to do, not being productive, not being mindful, not meditating, and you do that with people that you consistently practice that with, the moment that you decide, you know what, I'm going to start working out, I'm going to start doing this, they're going to look at you crazy and think that you're insulting them because you want better. So you got to understand too, when you decide to be bigger, make sure you pay attention to the people who feel uncomfortable by your growth. I got to say that one more time. When you start to grow and reach different frequencies that other people aren't on, make sure you be wary of the people who are uncomfortable by your growth. Because a lot of times when people are uncomfortable by your growth, it's because that your growth is shedding light on people who are realizing that they haven't been growing at all and they're choosing it. So for example, it's like, let's say you and your brother both have dirty rooms. And you always have a dirty room. But today, you decided to clean your room. Your brother is going to feel like, yo, what's good, bro? Like, what's up? Now you making me, because now mom is coming down. It's like, well, she did her bedroom. Why your bedroom not clean? And that's the same type of accountability that they have on themselves once you decide to have accountability. Some people don't like the fact that your light sheds light on their shadow. Shadows don't like light. So when you come in with your high frequency and with your growth, be prepared for people to feel a type of way about it, because you make them uncomfortable. Growth makes people uncomfortable. That's the reason why they say growing pains. Some people don't want to be a part of that growth. Some people don't want to be a part of that growth, and some people don't want to know that you're growing and they're not. Because that's what it does. When you decide, hey, I am going to be this version of myself. When you decide, hey, I'm going to do it my way. When you decide, hey, I'm going to be like this, people don't like that. You want to know why? Because when you say, I'm going to be me, it makes them realize that they haven't been being them. And that they have so much more potential and so much work to do. I want you to think about life as if you're an athlete. Because this is how I think about life. Because I was an athlete, right? I was the person on the team that always did things full out. I was the person that always did extra. And a lot of my teammates didn't like that because it meant, dang, if she's doing extra, do that mean I have to do extra? Dang, if she's doing this, coach gonna make us do more of that. And they don't like that. Because some people are lazy, but that's the thing. You have to have this tunnel vision. Because I'm telling you, the higher they go, the more people you will find sitting on the bleachers while you're on the track. I gotta say that one more time. The higher you go, you'll realize that there are more people starting to sit on the bleachers while you're on the track. And you have to know that just because they're on the bleachers does not mean that what they say, what they do, what they think matters. Because at the end of the day, they pay for the ticket to come see you. At the end of the day, they paid for the ticket to come see you. So it's your business if you decide you want to listen to the audience. Because at the end of the day, if the audience was confident enough, if the audience was strong enough, if the audience was you, they would have been on the track. But guess what? They're not on the track. They're there watching you perform. So stop taking advice from people who are not where you want to be. Because I'm telling you, the higher more you go up, the higher you rise, everybody got something to say. Everybody got something to think. Everybody think you should do something a certain way. But that's why you got to know who you are. That's why it's important why I say your desired version. Because guess what? If you was to be your desired version, you would already have that self-love to know I don't care what nobody thinks. This is why it's important that you go through the internal work first before you have any manifestation that you want. Somebody says, does she have a book? I have an ebook on my website. Link in the bio, click Crystal Shop. The ebook is How to Manifest Wealth. And I break this stuff down. The all is mine. You got to understand, man. This is not a joke. This life is like a video game. And you have to understand how this stuff works. And you're going to see it happen in your own life. But I'm telling you, sometimes it's your mom. Sometimes it's your dad. Sometimes it's your sister. Sometimes it's your friends. I guarantee you, when you start to get to the version of who you really want to be, that desired version, a lot of the friends not going to go with you. And that's another reason why you're not already there yet. Because some of y'all are not ready to let go of the things that's trying to hold you back. And sometimes people are trying to hold you back, not intentionally, because they don't know no better. But you got to understand that even though they don't know no better, does not mean that they shouldn't still be held with consequences. Just because somebody don't know no better does not mean that they shouldn't be held with their consequences. Because somebody could drive your car and they didn't mean to crash your car. They didn't mean to wreck your car, to total your car. But that don't mean that they shouldn't still be held with consequences. Period. You know what I'm saying? Like, people think that, oh my God, I didn't mean to. I don't care if you didn't mean to. This is what happened. This is what happened. You didn't mean to crash the car. You didn't mean to do this. You didn't mean to set it on fire. But you still did. So at the end of the day, it's still a consequence. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you got to teach people how to treat you. Too many times we let things pass. We let people say what they want. We let people make little snarky repairs. So then when it's time for you to set your boundary, they have a problem with it. You got to understand, especially if you're on this live, that means you're aware of your own supernatural ability. If you're on this live, then you're aware that there's something different. Then you're aware of what comes with being at these higher frequencies. So when you're at these higher frequencies, you have to understand that people can feel your energy, and energy is a currency. So if energy is a currency, energy can be transmuted to create whatever it is that you want. Energy can be transmuted to create a manifestation. Period. So why do you keep giving your energy for free? Energy is a currency. Energy is a currency. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram. And also, if you want to go ahead and get the ebook, hold on, y'all. If y'all want to get the ebook, this is my website for my ebook. This is the website for my ebook. The link is in the bio. Come on now. Like, this is one thing I'll be trying to tell people about boundaries. When you start to put other people's comfortability but before your comfortability, you're telling people your feelings matter more than mine. When you start, like, let me give you an example, because it seems like y'all really understand analogies. So let's say I'm in your face, right? I'm in your face like this, right? I'm in your face like this, right? And I make you uncomfortable. Now, you will decide to not say nothing to me because you don't want to hurt my feelings, because you don't want me to feel a type of way. Now, because you just decided that my feelings matter before yours, you are now uncomfortable. You now just lowered your value. That's all I gotta say. Stop putting people before you. Stop putting people's comfortability before you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all I gotta say. Because you know, us as spiritual people, whatever y'all want to call it, us as spiritual people, us as awakened people, we tend to give more because our heart is open. We tend to open ourselves up more because our heart is open. But you got to understand, when you are given the gift of having a big heart, it is up to you and your responsibility to protect that. For example, it's no difference from having a big heart and having a lot of money. You get what I'm saying? So if you have a big heart, you have to protect that. If you have a lot of money, you have to protect that. You can't let just anybody receive some of your money. You can't let anybody have some of your energy. You can't let anybody just into your space. Because some people's energy is so poisonous that it can infect the whole thing. Some people's energy is so negative that it can just fuck you up. Real talk. So that's why it's important to protect yourself. Because all it takes is one opinion. All it takes is one thought. All it takes is one person to completely take you off course. Come on, man. Come on, man. The only thing I can possibly say to y'all, too, when it comes to manifestation, too, is, you know, when I first got on TikTok, I was going on live in a small little room of mine on the floor. Sitting on the floor with this little $2, $3, $4 ring light. And now look where we go live. Come on now. You cannot tell me manifestation is not real. You cannot tell me manifestation is not real. You cannot tell me manifestation is not real. This is why I tell y'all, manifesting is real. First you think about it. Then you get to see it. And then it becomes yours. First you think about it. Then you get to see it. And then it becomes yours. First you think about it. Then you get to see it. And then it's yours. Y'all go get my ebook. How to Manifest Wealth. Y'all go get my ebook, How to Manifest Wealth. This is the website right here. manhurts.com. How to Manifest Wealth. And if you go on my website, click the crystal shop and then search up ebook. This is South Florida. This is South Florida. This is South Florida. This is South Florida. Come on now. This is South Florida. Come on now. First you think about it, then you see it, and then it's yours. Period. Click the link in the bio, click Crystal Shop. Go ahead and copy off some crystal. This is my which kit is this? Is my success kit right here. This is my success kit right here. This is my success kit right here. Success crystal kit. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to take this green screen off. Hold on, y'all. I'm taking this green screen off. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. How to Manifest Wealth. Go to my crystal shop right here. Hold on. That's the website right there. Once you go to that website, search up ebook and you'll find it. And in my ebook, let me break down one of the methods. So on one of my methods that I break down on how to manifest wealth is the point of view method. Now, this is why I tell people, if you've been watching me on live, then you know exactly where I'm going with this. The point of view method clearly talks about watching things or looking at pictures in a point of view. So before I saw this was a picture on my Pinterest board at one point. Before I even get to see this and experience this in real life, this was all a picture on my Pinterest board at one point. So when I see the fact that all these pictures of skyscrapers and high rises and condos on my Pinterest board, and I get to see it in person, it lets me know that whatever I'm manifesting is working. So the point of view method basically explains that whatever it is that you want to experience it, go on YouTube or go on Pinterest and look at things in the point of view method. So for example, like let's say you're manifesting a car. If you're manifesting a Lamborghini, I would tell you to go on YouTube and look up a point of view video. So basically a point of view video is somebody driving the Lamborghini, but it's in a first person perspective. So you're able to see the arms and you're able to, it looks like you're the one driving. So when you start to visualize and imagine that, then what happens is that these images start to enter your subconscious mind. What people don't know is that if you show your subconscious mind an image, it can store that image and then place it into your physical reality. A lot of times, y'all mom, y'all dad, y'all boyfriend gets a new car, and all of a sudden, all you see is that new car. Everywhere you drive, you just see that car. You never noticed that car before, but now that this person has gotten this car, now all you see is this car. So when you see the vehicle is close, yes. That means that your subconscious mind has now accepted this image into his mind. Like, think about it when you save a picture to your camera roll. Or when you learn a new word. True. But that's why I tell you, man, my ebook, How to Manifest Wealth. How to manifest wealth. How to manifest wealth. 22 years old. 22 years old. I'm 22 and I got the gems. 22. And I started heavy manifesting. Like, I'm gonna be real with you, I started really heavy manifesting and visualizing and imagining for like the past 6 months. I've been going at it. Law of assumption. Hard on it. It's law of assumption, for real. And that's why I say, if you've been here from the beginning, then you know, like, there is no wrapping my cap. If you've been here from the beginning, you know. You've seen it. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram. And for anybody that needs some visualization, there you go. For anybody that needs some visualization. Period. Get the ebook, How to Manifest Wealth. My ebook is about 20 going on 30 pages. I think it's close to 30 pages. It's close to 30 pages. Yeah, man. You could call me. You could listen, man. So look, the desired version of yourself. So one of the things that I teach in the ebook is literally called the All Is Mine. Now, when I talk about the All Is Mine, it's basically a concept from the Kabbalion. And what the All Is Mine basically explains is that your mind is literally the all. Your mind is what creates everything. Your mind is what creates this lifestyle. Your mind is what attracts people. Your mind is literally the creator of this world. For real. Your mind. Because the thing about it is that you are the God. You know what I'm saying? If you know what I'm saying, you are the creator. You are the God of your lifestyle. You are the God of your life. You are able to think of something and it appears. Just picked up the ebook. Thank you. And here's another thing that I want to tell you. Like, so I consider myself closer on the terms of a philosopher. I've been into poetry. I've been into writing since I was a kid. And the one thing that I say is that when it comes to me writing, I'm a writer. I've always been into writing since I was a kid. So the knowledge that I write down in the ebook, I really do recommend, do not just read it one time and call it a day. The type of information that I write is a type of information that needs to be meditated upon. You're not going to understand what I'm saying until you meditate on it and then you understand what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying? If that makes sense? Like, you gotta realize that a lot of the secrets that comes to understanding the universe is in a simple text. Like, for example, I am. Now, to a regular person, they'll just be like, oh, I am. But when you sit down and you meditate on I am, when you sit down and you meditate on who is I am, you start to realize, let me break it down for you real quick. Look. Here's a perfect example. Here's a perfect example, right? Look. So look, here's a perfect example. So somebody will meditate on I am, right? And this is what I talk about, how I write. So you'll be like, oh, I am. Yeah, I am successful. I'm wealthy. I am da-da-da-da-da. But when you realize what the I am actually what it stands for consciousness. So now when you start to break down I, well, what is the I? Well, I, okay? Like the I, like, oh, my third eye, my regular eye. But then you go down to ancient civilizations and you realize, well, they've been idolizing the I for a while. And then you realize, oh, the third eye also stands for consciousness, which is why you say, oh, I am for consciousness. Third eye. Third eye. Your third eye is your pineal gland, which holds your consciousness. But guess what? You wouldn't have thought that deep if you didn't meditate on it. You would have just said, oh yeah, I am this, I am that. Not realizing that when you say I am, you're talking to consciousness itself. And what is consciousness? Consciousness is an energy, and consciousness is a spirit that is within all of us, that it is of the God's energy. Consciousness is the God. You get what I'm saying? Like, but that's why I say, like, imagine if you sat down and you broke down the ebook that deeply. Imagine. Because I'm telling you about the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind, like, for example, let me give you an example, an analogy that I put in my ebook. I said that your mind is like the movie theater. The movie theater, because guess what? Let's say this is the TV screen at the movie theater, right? The projector is the mind. That's where the footage is. That's where the memory is. That's where the story is. And all it does is project onto a white screen. The white screen doesn't have the story. The white screen doesn't have the movie. The white screen doesn't have the memory. It's the mind that's projecting onto this white screen. The white screen is the physical, because the physical can be morphed or turned into whatever it is that we want. You have to think of this white screen like bland clay, like a clay that you can morph. So if I can project whatever story I want on this whiteboard, you can do the same thing with life. You have to understand too, with the law of assumption, when you start to say, you know what, I'm going to assume that I am a millionaire now. I'm going to assume that I am a famous musician. I'm going to assume that I am a dancer. I'm going to assume this. You have to understand that it will take time for your physical reality to update, because I really feel like this life is like a video game. So when you update your mind, you have to give it a minute for your physical reality to manipulate and get to the same update as your mind. So that's why sometimes you may say, man, I feel like I'm already there, but my physical reality won't catch up. That's because the physical reality is always going to take time to catch up to your mindset. But another thing too is your physical reality can't catch up to a mindset that you keep switching back and forth from. You have to be consistent on something, because guess what? If you say, okay, physical reality, I am now a famous musician. You can't be like, oh, I'm a famous musician. Now I'm a dancer. Now I'm this. Now I'm that. You have to let your mind know, okay, what is it that we're searching up? Because once you press enter on the Google search bar, boom, that's what it goes to. You get what I'm saying? Exactly. It takes time to download the software. It takes time to update. The update is there. You got to commit to it and click download on it. And another thing is, you can't be fearful. You cannot have fear in this realm, because fear is only going to stop you from being who you are. When has fear ever helped you? Real talk. When has fear ever helped you? It don't. It really don't. All it does is cripple you. All it does is stop you. All it does is keep you in a low vibration. And if you're in a low vibration, then you're not able to match the frequency of your manifestations, unless your manifestations are low vibrational. You know what I'm saying? That's why I tell y'all, man, go get the ebook. Go get the ebook and meditate on it. Don't just get the ebook and read it one time and then think that it's going to work. Because you have to understand, I'm a life path 7. So I'm a philosopher. I'm a Scorpio. So things are always deeper than they think. When it comes to stakes, understand that things are always deeper than they think. I'm a Scorpio. I'm a life path 7. I'm a philosopher. Things are always deeper. I'm always thinking deep. You know what I'm saying? What is a low vibrational manifestation? A low vibrational manifestation is a manifestation that is out of ego, that is out of lack, that is out of fear. All right? Any suggestions for music to meditate or manifest with? I have a whole playlist. But that's what I tell y'all, man. Go on the website. Go on my website right now and go get the ebook. And go get you some crystals, man. If you a Scorpio, you know what? Boom. Go ahead. This the time now. Y'all go ahead, ask y'all questions about what crystal or whatever you want. Because I'm going to write it down right here. Sticks, I need a crystal. What's the name of your ebook? How to Manifest Wealth. But go onto my website, which is manhurts.com. And then what I want you to do is search up ebook. All right? All right? So look. How many of y'all are getting into crystals? We're going to talk about it. How many of y'all are into crystals? Let me help y'all out. How many of y'all are into crystals? We're going to put y'all on. What crystals are good for unblocking chakras? Clear quartz. Clear quartz. Scorpio gang, where you at? Is moss agate good for wealth? Yes, it is. My orders came in. I love it all so much. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Can a crystal choose you? Can a crystal choose not to work with you? I don't believe it works like that. All right, so this is the one question I want to ask. If you are looking for a crystal, the only question that I have for you is, let me give you your prescription. Call me the crystal plug. Now, my question is, see, look, anxiety, exactly. Anxiety, abundance. Okay, crystals for abundance. Let's write that down. Let's start with abundance. We start with abundance. Abundance. All right, cool. Can y'all see this? Yep. Moss agate. Malachite. Pyrite. I also have crystal sets on my website. Crystal set, I have a success crystal set. Moss agate, malachite, pyrite. This is what the crystal sets look like. This is what the crystal sets look like. This is what the crystal sets look like. All right. The link is in the bio. The link is in the bio. How come my rose quartz crystal breaks every time around my boyfriend? All right. So this is the crystals for abundance. Moss agate, malachite, pyrite, and garnet. Garnet. Also green aventurine. Green aventurine. Any suggestions for someone? Rose quartz. Protection. Poppy seed. The pyrite is also great for protection. Crystals for anxiety and protection. Okay, so look. Y'all can see over here, okay. Anxiety. Lepidolite. Flower agate. Flower agate. Rose quartz. For self-love, rose quartz. For protection. For protection. Lapis lazuli. Lapis lazuli. For protection, lapis lazuli. Also African bloodstone. African bloodstone. The link is in the bio. Click Crystal Shop. Also, if your order is over $50, hold on. Dang. If your order is over $50, use this coupon for free shipping.
You're done?
No? Oh, you want me?
Crazy thing just happened.
Okay.
The phone is on the other side.
On the other side of what? See?
Your hands can do it.
Okay, I got you. I'm having troubles believing in the power of crystals. You got to think about it from the science perspective. What a lot of people don't know is that our crystals are actually in our technology. So the phones that we're on, the watches that we have. Have you ever seen a quartz watch? Do you realize that a quartz is a crystal? Our TVs, our radios, some of them wouldn't work without crystals. You know what I'm saying? So look, this is what it is. Protection, lapis lazuli, African bloodstone, for anxiety, lepidolite, flower agate, rose quartz. You got to also realize too, we've dropped some sets. We got crystal sets on the website. Crystal sets on the website. This is for communication. Any tips for bad job anxiety? The one crystal that I know that's great for anxiety is specifically lepidolite and flower agate. But I recommend meditating before work. Crystals for wealth. Use the Success Crystal Kit. So here's the Success Crystal Kit. The Success Crystal Kit has pyrite, garnet, green aventurine, moss agate, citrine. Girl, my necklace got pulled and broke. Child, who pulled your necklace? I'm a scientist. I make computer chip. It's all crystallography research. See? Crystals for transmuting. Moss agate. I recommend moonstone. Moonstone or malachite for transmuting. Thoughts on obsidian. Obsidian is a great crystal to protect you from negativity. How much are these or how do I order? So what you want to do is you can go click the link in the bio, or you can go to this website. What does lepidolite look like? Lepidolite is like a purple looking crystal. It's on my website if it's not sold out. So yeah, this is everything. How do you meditate? I don't think I'm doing it right. Well, I have a section in my ebook that talks about it. I also have a video on my YouTube. What does angel light help with? Okay, so angel light is a communication crystal. Angel light is a communication crystal. Angel light basically helps you speak up for yourself. Angel light helps you speak in front of crowds. It helps you speak your truth. It helps you speak on your boundaries. What do you do when they trip or break? I give a piece of it to a friend. And here are some of the necklaces that we make. These are necklaces that we make. This one is moonstone and labradorite. These are nice. Yeah. Crystals for self-love. Rose quartz. Rose quartz. Rose quartz. Rose quartz. Flower agate. Lepidolite. Coupon. What is strawberry quartz? Strawberry quartz is another heart-based chakra crystal, so it's great for the heart. Self-love, self-esteem, anxiety. Tiger's eye is great for focus, motivation. Is lapis good for communication? Yes, it's in the communication kit. So for example, this is the communication kit right here. Peep how everything is blue. Throat chakra. Communication kit. Everything you need. Everything you need. Here, let's talk about it. Third eye. Amethyst. Clear quartz. Labradorite. What can I use for energy? Clear quartz. What did you say about rose quartz? Rose quartz is a heart chakra crystal. It's good for anxiety also. I'm life pathetic 3 as well. All right, y'all.